Hello and welcome to Refuse. As always, I'm Plume Noir and it's the middle of the night and I'm in the lab at work. Had to work late here, so got weird shadows falling here. Cable's actually kind of covered with stuff. But anyway, I did want to get this out because here we have The Amazing Mary Jane #1. Now, I didn't really know much about this book going into it. I do know that it has something to do with the current Spider-Man series, the Amazing Spider-Man series, I guess has been setting this up. And I stopped reading Amazing Spider-Man kind of a long time ago, I'll be honest. And so yeah, I'm one of those people. I really like Mary Jane, so I figured, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll check it out, and we'll see what the big titty redhead is up to. No, I'm not talking about Mary Jane. I'm talking about Leah Williams. Now, she actually uses titty in her Twitter handle, so it's okay, I think, if I make that reference. And but I wouldn't know because she has me blocked on Twitter, even though I've never interacted with her because I follow someone she doesn't like. That is the current state of Marvel. That's the current state of the industry, and it really, really ticks me off. So, what do I think of this issue? I'll probably make this short because it's actually really, really late. I've been working really a long time and I'm just taking a break. Um, this issue is about Mary Jane has gone back to being an actress. Now, I remember, she used to be a model, then she did acting, and then at some point she was just a regular person again, and I guess now she's an actress again, at least I'm not really sure, when they did Secret Wars a few years ago, I thought it was going to be like a soft reboot. And so I'm not really sure how much is in continuity anymore, because she used to be a supermodel, and you would think she'd have a little bit more clout. So basically, it starts off with a fight scene. She's kind of dressed as a ninja fighting Dr. Octopus in purple, which is funny for some reason. But it turns out it's really just a movie set. Yeah, she is an actress. She's been chosen by the director to play this part for a very specific reason. And she sees her co-star come out, who is dressed as Spider-Man. And of course, he's making the comment about all my fault, reading his script. My fault. All my fault. If only I'd stopped him when I could have. And now, the police captain's daughter is dead. And you see a look on her face. Obviously, unexpectedly, making a reference to Gwen Stacy. Because everything always references Gwen Stacy. But I digress. She's looking for the director, and the director runs from her. And so she starts questioning him about why she's in it, what's going on, but why avoid your lead actress aggressively, the one you claim to have written the role for, and whom you cast without auditioning because you were so passionate that it just had to be Mary Jane Watson. What kind of con is this? It's not a setup. So she threatens to quit, and this world-famous director is actually Mysterio. I've mentioned in other videos, I love Mysterio. He's such a goofy looking character. He's got actually pretty cool powers. When they're done right, you could do so much with illusion powers. That's why I actually enjoyed Spider-Man: Homecoming, because they didn't, they made him a little bit different, but still showed how cool his powers could be, and even made him cool with the fish dome helmet. But anyway, Mysterio makes a comment that this is his magnum opus because he doesn't know how much time he has left, and that he based Mary Jane's character on someone that was really important to him. So he basically begs her to stay, and he is. Here's the opening. Basically the splash title page. With all the credits. And so basically, he's trying to convince her to stay in the production. Because remember, all she knows is it's a biopic about Mysterio. But she didn't know it's actually being directed. It's been written by Mysterio, and and so basically he's trying to do one last good thing, and he's hired a bunch of villains, and he's paying them, even though they're not actors, he's paying them industry standard rates. And so she asks what happened to the real Cage McKnight, who is the director. Tell me you haven't done anything with him. Of course I have, which is a great answer. Where is he? Is he safe? Oh, he's fine. He's enjoying himself thoroughly on the Falkland Islands. He thinks he's shooting the jaws of penguins. So basically, he set it up so the director is out of the way, somewhere remote, but is, safe, so he can take his identity and pretend to be the director making this movie, who apparently in this world is, like the Martin Scorsese of directors. So he's doing, it seems like he's doing everything above board. He's got backing, he's trying to stay within budget, which he explains throughout the whole thing. Mary Jane starts complaining about her character, though. What's wrong with how I wrote her? Okay, well, for one thing, the script calls for me fighting in a squeaky latex catsuit. It ripped twice yesterday. Oh, yes, all right, I see what you mean. Let's discuss. Follow me. So he's trying not to go over budget, so they're going to have to figure out what they have. And he's using a lot of stuff that he already had from his time as Mysterio, such as these first-class X-Men robots. Those are robots, real robots, Mary Jane. Excuse me, Mysterio had them in storage. So, he's trying to be above board. I'm going to have to stop here before long. And so they start talking about the motivation of Mary Jane's character. She's being used basically as a prop for Mysterio to compel him. And, why is she even wearing a latex catsuit and fighting alongside Mysterio? She has no superpowers. Because she's in love with him. Flip it. Have her fall for him because she's already fighting there, fighting alongside him, despite having no superpowers. Oh, that's actually right? Yes, get in the golf cart. Please. Because then, just having her there for her own reasons, so they start talking about, changing her character's motivation and actually making her more than just a one-dimensional inspiration for the character. And, fleshing her out, and thus would actually make Mysterio's character even, better. And then, she pulls the whole, is that a hint of a spin-off sequel I'm hearing in your tone, Mr. McKnight? And someone on the crew makes a comment, which pisses off Quentin, Mysterio, and he lifts him right off the ground. And, do you think I could be deceived with womanly wiles? And, then he starts doing this clapping thing. We are making art here. So, not sure what that clap is about. It kind of reminded me of the old SNL, we're here to pump you up. Unless they're going with the whole stupid Twitter thing, where, people make comments and then they put the clap emoji between each thing to, emphasize that. Which, if that's what Leah is intending, it's kind of dumb because I've never seen anyone actually do that in real life. That's a Twitter social media thing, especially for him playing someone who's, deeply dedicated to movies and considers himself an auteur. He wouldn't be doing something that's like social media Twitterverse type thing. So, unless this has some other meaning other than just a stupid Twitter clap, it's just kind of dumb. So yeah, he ends up firing him, and while everyone's watching, and he explains just a little bit more of, his props and how he's doing things with holograms. Again, keeping things on budget. The paparazzi, is taking notice of the hologram, but he's going to use that to his advantage, for, the paparazzi talking about this, make it on TMZ type thing. Going to use that for promotion. So yeah, I'm actually going to stop there because the rest of the issue is her, calling Peter up and, talking about, the movie and making sure he's not jealous. And of course, if there's a movie being made in LA, about Mysterio, well, and it seems to have other villains in it, you would think that would attract attention. And it does. But the one thing is, the Superior Spider-Man's out in California, and he knows these people. I kind of hope he checks in. That would be awesome. Anyway, this is a variant cover. I didn't really like any of the covers, and I'm a fan of old, pulp fiction type things, not the movie, but actual pulp. And so this was like the best looking one. So Leah Williams, what did I think of this issue? I actually liked this. I liked this issue a lot. I thought it was fun. Now, I don't really know what's going on in the Spider-Man issues right now. So I don't know who the mystery backer is that's, alluded to in here. Or even why Mary Jane would take on the role of a Mysterio biopic. If someone's making a movie about Mysterio and she's, been asked to be the lead actress without even auditioning, and why did Quentin choose her specifically without knowing, who she is? Unless maybe he does and I've missed out on that. But I enjoyed this issue. I really don't have much to say. There are some stupid bits. Like I said, that hand clapping. There's a dance thing a little bit later that's, really reeks of Hello Fellow Kids. But other than that, I really like this book. I wanted to not like it. That sounds pretty bad. Because I like Mary Jane, so I wanted to like the book. But then I see that, Leah Williams is on it, and I'm like, oh god, this is going to be so heavy-handed. But no, this was actually kind of fun. She's, all the stuff that she has Mary Jane say about, just being nothing more than a flat character to inspire the hero is very true. And yeah, that's been the problem. Mary Jane, that's why we like the character of Mary Jane, because she is not a flat character who's there just to prop up Peter Parker. She's an interesting character on her own. And she works best as, in my opinion, I know some people don't agree. I like her as married to Peter Parker. That's the couple. She works well, because she can handle herself. And, but again, why does she take that? Because, she knows who Mysterio is. She has the whole thing. And it seems weird that Peter, it's kind of talked about in the end of the issue, but why she's taken this job in the first place. Only kind of thing I find a little weird. But anyway, I enjoyed this issue. I would give this, I'm going 12 o'clock. I really, other than a couple minor little quibbles, I enjoyed the art. It's nice to see that they're actually going with, actually showing TNA, actually letting women be women instead of what they were doing for a while. So, yeah, it's nice. I'm going to suggest this. Pick it up. I need to trim my nails. So, anyway, I gotta get back to work. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.